Hey, this is Pastor Mike Gibney. I have a couple here that the Lord has allowed us to be able to help. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. They're going to give their names and tell them a little bit what's happened during Hurricane Sandy. So here you are. It's all up to you guys.
My name is Richie Schnur, and this is my wife Brenda. And Hurricane Sandy came in, and it hasn't been the same since. We, along with my entire block, did not heed the warning and leave. When, the Mayor Bloomberg, we're in Zone A, we're supposed to leave, and we didn't leave. And we stayed, and when the water was coming in, we called Pastor Tim and tried to come and get us out, and he couldn't get us out. And we was trapped in a house. For a day and a half. And, it was hard being trapped in a house with, two young girls, 13 and 4 years old. 13-year-old asking us, we're going to die. And, of course you got to tell them, no, it'll be okay. And in the back of your mind, you're wondering, are you going to die?
Right.
There came a point where I was able to make a phone call to my mom and to say goodbye.
Wow.
That was a hard phone call to make because I knew how my mom would take that phone call. And, there was no stopping the water from coming into the house.
Right.
You knew nobody was going to save you because on TV they said, if you stay, you're on your own. So
right.
There was nobody to call. He started getting chest pain in his arm. So I'm picturing my husband dead on the floor in cardiac arrest and me drowning with my 2 girls. And on top of that, across the street from my house is my parents who live in a ranch which doesn't have a second floor. So I'm picturing my parents drowning with my brother. I'll watch them die, then we'll die.
Right.
And then now we had originally planned to stay on the first floor. This way if a tree came down, we wouldn't have to worry about it. But because of the water, we had to go to the second floor. The trees were swaying. Then at one point we looked down the block and there was a huge wall of flames. And the most eerie silence you'll ever hear. You knew that nobody was coming to help these people and just prayed that there was nobody there. But then as the wind blew, you just saw the wind blowing in our direction and thought, great, now we're either going to drown, the tree's going to come through the roof and kill us, or now we're going to burn to death. Like, pick your choices. That's when it was just a horrible feeling.
Right. So what happened to your house and stuff?
The water came through. It completely filled the basement. Then came into the second floor. We tried to stop it with towels and blankets, but that did nothing. And it went about 3 to 4 feet on our first floor.
Wow.
And then eventually receded. But we lost everything on the first floor. Our 2 cars were destroyed because they were parked outside. The cars were literally floating around the block.
Right. And you guys it's been really hard with jobs and everything right now too, right?
Yeah. My job was flooded out, so I can't even go back to it because I work by the water.
My job, I just started in sales.
Wow.
On Staten Island.
Right.
For ADT. Trying to sell somebody with an alarm who's rebuilding their house.
Right. Is
non-existent. I've been with the company 2 months. I haven't made any sales.
Right.
I'm a little worried whether or not, I'm going to survive in this job. They've been very lenient with me as far as, my situation. But, at the end of the day, it's in God's hands.
That's right.
God's going to provide either way, and it's just strictly in His hands. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I know that He's in control, and whatever He has for us, that's what we're going to go through, and we're going to have a story to tell when we're done.
That's awesome. Amen.
Amen.
Well, today we're going to be able to present just a little bit to help. I wish it was $100,000, but from what we've collected from the different churches, people on Facebook, we've collected about $3,700, and we're going to give you that check today. We're just very excited about that for you and your 2 girls. And everybody on Facebook, I want you to keep this couple in prayer. And if we're able to help more, we will. And so we're so glad we can do it. I am just so excited to be able to do that. And I've been praying. You guys have been an answer to prayer because I was like, God, I want to give this to somebody with a face. I want to give this to somebody we can help. And when I called Pastor Tim, he knew exactly who to give it to. And I said, we can adopt the family and you and your two girls. So God bless you, man.
Amen.
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Right.
You touched our hearts in ways that I can't even imagine. We don't even know you, and you've helped us.
That's right. Well, the Lord knows us, right?
Yes,
Yes.
the Lord knows each and every one of us.
And we're all family.
Yes.
Thank
We'll,
Right.
we'll all meet again.
That's
Yes.
right.
Amen to that.
So this is who you're helping, family, out there on Facebook, and appreciate all of you. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Right.